EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Singletary going to get the handoff. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. This is it.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Gain of 15. And the Bills' first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
It is good. Makes the score Bills 7, Saints nothing. Tyler.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Brees to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
The 46-yard line.
Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 12, Brees out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Brees trying to set the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. Past the 20, 10, 5. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
To Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Tyler
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bills 14, Saints nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ed Oliver, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for... Oh, had to get it out quick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It is a punter with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone. Tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Micah Hyde. Brings up 3rd down.
21-0 our score after 1.
Score Bills 21, Saints nothing.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Oh, no, he didn't throw that.
It's Adam
Oh, no, he did not throw that.
He's going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45.
Breeze with the handoff.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bills' 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another completion.
Down and 4.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Damn hard for that, brother.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Bills.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now a give right side. Bishop. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Bishop, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Returnable here from the 38. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 35, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Didn't know what play clock was.
I think you're right about that. Now, I think he was as surprised as maybe it's been.
Pass incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Breeze now to throw. Flushed out right. This is intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Kazee. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in, and it really does.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Good job. Good job.
Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Holy shit,
Throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly
That
clear
is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And the Bills' first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Allen going to give to Singletary on the option. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Allen going to look to run it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Allen going to keep this one himself. And he fires one that's intercepted.
God damn it, man.
O.J. Mudia. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Why, bro?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
First down, Buffalo.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Johnson able to pick it. 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Damn it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Bills first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Throwing is Allen on third. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Breeze. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
Breeze going to throw. They'll buy some time late. So they're going to traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well. and it turned into a nice play.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it's 4th down.
Goal.
The kick by Bass is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Dee Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, he's lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bills. And they might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
And Blaze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. That's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he's going to ball his way down to about 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Losing yardage back to the 3. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.